Okay, here we go. I've been requested to send in a video as far as what I think is wrong with this Tokina lens, which is the SD1116 DX Pro for Nikon. It doesn't seem to be talking to my camera properly. I'm going to compare it real quick to this Tamron similar lens, 24-70 2.8. And on here I have an old 70s lens on my D7000. You can use manual lenses, prime lenses. So when I take a picture with each one of these, this old lens tells me the information from the f-stop, the aperture, and the ISO. The Tamron and all of my autofocus newer lenses tells the camera and is then listed on the photo that it's a Tamron lens, 24-70, and then all the information, and it is sharp as a tack. This new Tokina, which is supposed to be actually sharper, doesn't seem to be talking to the camera as well. When I look at the information on the pictures, it does not say Tokina, it just says 11-16, but it does have the f-stop and the aperture, just like the old 1970s lenses. But it doesn't have that information that it is the Tokina as well, like the Tamron does and all the Nikons do. The other thing is, for some odd reason, this lens and all my autofocus lenses, my 80-200, all those, sharp as a tack. When you zoom in on them, you lose very little. This one is a little soft focusing. When you zoom in, you lose a lot of pixels. It's very, with the same exact settings, by the way, f-stop, aperture, and focus. So I'm going to now go in and try to take a picture of the computer of the pictures that I took with these and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now I'm in here with my computer, and I'm going to show you a couple photos that I took with both lenses. Okay, I've taken some pictures and the first one here, the first one is, as you can see here, the Tamron. Let me open it up a little bit. Tamron 24-70 2.8. It tells you all the information of the lens, and it also tells you the ISO and all the shooting information, the white balance, spot metering, type of. Okay, now I switch to, let's go back to the next one. Same photo, same area, very pretty picture. Nikon D70, but it lacks the information here of the lens. It does tell you the ISO, like my older lenses. My old prime lenses show this. So it doesn't have anything about Tokina here. Okay, now I'm going to go back and I'll do the same thing. Those two I set at 400 ISO, 400th of a second at f5.6, those first two. These two I went from the light meter, and this one is 400. This is the Tokina, 400 ISO, f4.5 and 125 gave me this photo. And the last one I read off of this also. This is the Tamron. Same lighting, ISO 400, 4.5, and 200. So the other one seems to be taking in more light. This is going from the light meter. Now I'm going to, this is the Tamron, and I will, let me see here, I'm going to zoom 100%, and which is right there. Right there. And as you can see, pretty sharp. I know we're getting bad. Pretty sharp. Very sharp, actually. And I go back over here with the metering, light metering with the Tokina. Go to 100%. There, right there. And you see the Tokina wanted 400, 4.5, and 125, and I did the same thing. I focused right here, right above that on both of them, and you see how this is blown out. So for some reason this thing isn't communicating properly, I don't think, with the the CPU in my camera. It seems to want to overexpose. So beautiful lens. I want it real bad. I love it, but it doesn't seem to be working properly. I don't know. So this is my last attempt. I'm going to send this video as per your request to show you that just doesn't seem to be communicating properly. I hope I can send this back for full refund or another unit. I might just have a bad unit. I called Tokina today, talked to them. I'm sorry, I talked to Tokina USA today in California, and also talked to I sent a note to Tokina for them to get back to me, asking them the same thing. Is it supposed to actually talk to like a Tamron does and a Nikon does? Since it has a Nikon mount, is it supposed to talk to the other camera? And I've asked numerous people. So it seems though this is not quite talking properly. And for me to make all those adjustments and everything on each time I use it, I overexpose by this much and that kind of thing, that would drive me, you know, I would always know that that's not proper. So I'd like to return it for a full refund, and if you can send me the shipping label and or a brand new item. I think it might be just a bad unit, as what I talked to them in Nikon or Tokina USA today. They told me the same thing. So anyway, I'm going to send this to you, and hopefully this does it and we can make a good arrangement and I can purchase more from you. It was unbelievable how fast it came. I'm really, really happy with everything else, but I just think with no fault of yours or mine, it's not quite up to par. Okay, I'm going to send it to you now.